Hey everyone, and welcome back to my floor. Today I am so excited because I have received a plant delivery. Now these are the most exciting, invigorating days of my life. I placed an order from Folia house maybe 2 days ago. So first, the price was very reasonable. A few of these are smaller or baby plants, but that's okay. If I have to make that kind of sacrifice to get my hands on these plants, I will do it. I don't want to, but I will. The shipping was super quick. You could actually track the courier and see where he was at all times of the day. I had a countdown and also a GPS coordinate of where he was and how long he was going to be, what time of day he was going to arrive. It was fantastic. Everyone should use their shipping. All of these plants are plants that I have never owned before, so I'm really excited to add some new ones to the collection. I might kill them, who knows? I just can't contain my excitement. Let's get into it. This looks to me like a baby Anthurium. So he is very thick, very bushy, lots of roots in there. There are a few sad looking leaves, but other than that, he looks happy, healthy, and he's so cute and pretty. This is my first Anthurium. I haven't owned any Anthuriums before. I think I mentioned earlier, I haven't owned any of the plants in this haul. So if any of you have any care tips or you've had these plants before and you have something to suggest, please leave a comment down below. I don't know what I'm doing. So I don't have any care tips or care plans. If there's anything that you can suggest, it is so welcome. For $6, I'm so happy with him. He is lovely, healthy, maybe just a little stressed. They're all probably a little stressed. I was about to say they're human. All of the plants are probably a little stressed just because they've been traveling and they've been taken out of the environment that they've probably grown used to, but I'm super happy with him. Plant number 2 is a Tradiscantia Spiderwart, also known as, and I hate saying this, I'm just gonna put it there. He is so pretty. His leaves are a little dirty, but they are honestly beautiful to look at. They have this lovely coloring and this lovely foliage, and I don't think the camera's picking it up, but it has this sheen and this shine to the leaves that is absolutely beautiful. It almost looks like a crappy fabric, and I mean that in the most positive, complimentary way. All right, next up, I have this Pilea Cadierei. I have been so excited to get this guy. He has the most beautiful markings on his leaves. He's also known as an aluminium plant. I'm just guessing here, this is based on no fact, but I think that might be to do with the white pattern on his leaves. Lots of new growth. And I really like, there's a real texture to these leaves as well, similar to my Peperomias. He's a happy little guy. I don't even know where I'm gonna put him, but I wanna put him somewhere that I can look at him because he is super cute. Next up is the plant that I ordered for my husband. This is a Fishbone cactus. He is a baby and on the smaller side. He is looking a little stressed from the travel, but he's very nice. You can see, if it'll let me close up on him, he does have a little friend growing here. He is starting to grow the little spikes and things that I suppose are common with the cactus or some cactus species. They're not super spiky yet. They kind of just feel furry. Fairy. Definitely got an interesting shape. I'm excited to see what he looks like when he gets a little bigger. Next plant. Okay. Here I have the mini Monstera. Now this guy is also known as a Rapidophora Tetrasperma. I may have pronounced that very poorly. He's on the smaller side. He's only got 4 leaves. 2 of those are fenestrated and this newer leaf isn't looking too red hot, but I dare say that's probably just due to the stress of traveling. Other than that, he seems like he's pretty happy. There is some slight spotting on this leaf, but it was only $15, so that's I'm happy. I'm excited to see him grow. I'm gonna let him get over the stress and the shock of the transit. So I'll probably leave him in this pot for a couple of weeks, maybe a week, just to kind of settle him in, maybe 2 depending on how he goes. And then we might, I don't know, we might leave him in here. He seems like he's fine in there. He seems like he's got plenty of room. So I might just leave him in here and sit this in a more decorative, nicer, non-nursery terracotta, but not terracotta pot. Oh, I almost missed one. Oh, I love how he's been, oh, hello there. This is the Peperomia Rocca Verde. I have another Peperomia that looks a lot different to this, but he is very nice. He is a baby plant, but there is lots of flowering happening, lots of growth. His leaves are so interesting. I love that pattern. I feel like I somewhat understand Peperomias, so I feel like I could probably keep him alive, but I'm super excited about him. The Peperomia flowers are really interesting. They look like these long kind of spindly bits that you see just here. So you don't get like a bloom, I guess, that you would with most flowers. Ooh, oh, you are just as nice as you look. Oh, I'm just gonna say straight up, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. I'm gonna bet that I'm not, but this is a Ctenanthe Burle Marxii. Now, that is also known as a prayer plant. He is known as a fishbone prayer plant, and I believe that's because of, let me show you a little bit closer. That is because of the markings here on his leaves can, I suppose, resemble fish bones. A lot of these plants are babies because that's just how I'm getting a lot of them at the moment. I can't criticize this for $5 when I have, fair enough, it's a baby. There are, I can see 2 new leaves coming up through here. He's healthy, he is happy, he is going to grow into an even happier guy, and I'm excited to watch it happen. I'm excited to see these leaves get a lot bigger. Hopefully they do. I've got to be honest, I'm already planning my second shopping trip to this place. Folia house, please get some new stock because there is so much more I want to buy. This is a Primulina Yungfuensis. Again, could be butchering the name, not sure. I really just bought him because I was interested in the leaves, and I love that on the underside of these leaves there's kind of this mahogany sheen almost there. His leaves have like a texture. They're definitely fairy. I've never owned a plant like this before. I don't even know what to make of you. I can tell that the sun's definitely been over here because that's where you really want to be, but I'm excited to see you spread out a little bit. I don't know what to make of this guy, if I'm honest. I really don't. I think this is a flowering plant, like an actual bloom flowering plant, and I have never had one of these indoors. I don't even know what color the flowers are, but I'll keep you updated if he flowers and doesn't die. All right, we're getting into the exciting stuff now. I am screaming on the inside. All right, I think we're gonna go first with the Alocasia Black Velvet. I have been wanting an Alocasia for so long. These guys, I think, were already quite popular before quarantine, but they have become even more popular with quarantine. Everywhere I've looked, you can't really get nice specimens, and I know that I specifically wanted a black velvet. I do want some other alocasias, but I would have specifically settled on a black velvet. This was actually the reason I bought all these plants. I came across this one and then I saw that they had the next plant, which you may be able to recognize and see peeking out of here. This was the guy that originally made me shop at this store. So I do have to say I am not disappointed. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I can't count, 5 leaves. This one here I think is my favorite. A couple of them do have some light spotting. I was expecting that. I'm not upset about it. You can see here there is that new leaf that's about to come up, and this is why I did it, guys. This right here. This is what it's all about. I love how rich and dark these leaves are, and then you get this beautiful just white, I don't know what you call that, the white next to the dark. The white long bits that are in the leaves. This is clearly a very scientific channel. Whatever you call it, I love it. It appeals to me so much. I also, again, with any plant that has that kind of purpley sheen at the back of the leaves, I don't want to do any damage here, but you can see on the back of that leaf, These leaves are like velvet. They are just, I can't even form words at the moment. I don't even know what to do or say. I'm so happy. There might be tears. There might be tears. Please, if you have any aroids or you have experience looking after alocasias before, if you have any tips for me, please let me know. I know these guys can be a little finicky and a little fussy, and I really want to keep this guy alive and thriving. So any advice you can give, I would be so happy to hear it. We want life for this guy. We want him to be happy. He deserves happy. Look at him. I need to tell you a bit of backstory with this plant. I was trying to put off getting this plant until Christmas because I already have too many plants, and the fact that I've added another 10 is just a whole nother story. But forgetting that, I was trying to be responsible Rebecca. Responsible Rebecca was like, we don't need any more plants until Christmas. So I put it on my Christmas list and was like, I'll just wait until Christmas. And then, as I said before, I came across this Alocasia, and I knew the plant that I wanted the second most was this one. So I went and had a look for it, and it was there, and I bought it, and then I bought a whole bunch of other stuff. I think I'm like, I need to like take deep breaths at the moment. I'm playing with my hair because I need to do something with my hands because, okay, we're just gonna pull him out of the box. No more talking. I'm so happy. All right. This is a Begonia Macalata, and he is so much bigger than I thought he was going to be. Oh, my neighbors are gonna think there's something real weird's going on over here. I think we're now best friends. This is a Begonia Macalata. I think it's pretty obvious why I bought this plant. Look at that. Look at the back. Just take a minute to just soak him all in. He is stunning. The foliage is the main reason I bought this plant, and I'm not disappointed. He's actually a lot bigger than I thought he was going to be, and I suppose when I'm, you know, buying plants also like this, that is my expectation. So I love him. Again, with these plants, I don't know a whole lot about their care. I just, like with anything, I've decided that I wanted it and I bought it, and I'm thinking about the consequences later. So again, any care tips for any of these plants, I need them, friends. I need them. I can't even ball my fist up because my nails are like whorishly long, but another story, another video. Before I end this video, I do just want to talk a little bit about post-shipping plant care, plant rehab, whatever it is you like to call it. Plants do go through a lot of stress when they travel. It's a change in conditions, changes in light, they're bashed around. These were delivered very well and packaged very well. It didn't come a long distance. Some plants, especially if they've come from Thailand, Indonesia, other parts of the country, if it's traveled a long time in a box, the chances are that it's going to be dealing with some stress. These guys are probably stressed as it is. One thing I do recommend, and I actually got this tip from Kaylee Ellen, who is a plant YouTuber. I'm going to leave a link to her channel below. She's fantastic. If you like plants or any kind of plant related content, she is fantastic. She actually has a series at the moment behind her red plant shop, and she's recently created a plant wall. These are crumbs compared to the cake that is her plant wall. It is amazing. There is a plant wall challenge. I'm thinking of maybe participating in like decking out a bookcase or something. I don't know. Either way, check her out. Her content is fantastic. But one of the things that Kaylee did mention, and it rings so true, is that you shouldn't repot a plant immediately when you get it home. And the struggle is real. I'll be honest, the struggle is real. There is nothing more that I want to do when I get a new plant than put it in a nice pretty pot and select a nice place for it, and then just sit back and admire it once he's all pretty in his new home. This is not what you want to do. Unless there is a specific reason that you're repotting that plant, you have to not repot it. And it's hard. Like, I have been guilty of this so many times, I can't tell you, but it is so bad for your plants. The analogy Kaylee used is, imagine coming home from a holiday and then being told immediately that you have to move house. You're going to be tired, you're going to be stressed, you're not going to want to do it, you're not going to take to it well. It can be traumatic for the plants to move into a different pot or a different home. So what I would recommend is giving them a few days, let them acclimatize, let them relax a little, Let them soak up their new atmosphere, soak up their new space, get used to the conditions in your home and in the spot that you've put them, because in all likelihood, it's very different from the conditions that they have experienced at the nursery or wherever you've purchased them from. Some of them don't need a repotting, if I'm honest. I don't think any of them need to be repotted immediately or anytime soon. I don't see any. I've just gone soil everywhere for the 60th time. Thank you once again for tuning in. I really appreciate your support. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Stay safe and have a great day. Oh, I coughed on you. Don't cough on the Begonia.